guys, and welcome to my channel where we are on day 4 of Jesus in July, hosted by Esther Steele at Thetruckingscribe. You can get this kit if you want over on her Etsy shop. The link will be in the description box, as well as her creative team and all of Esther's information and where to find her. This is an open collab. If you choose to do it, just use hashtag Jesus in July 24 and post it. We would, everybody would love to see what you're doing, especially Esther. This is a gorgeous kit she's made for us. And I went with the kind of rustic, like old school, maybe, heavily worn, aged paper look. So I just needed that. It just felt right. And so today is day 4, and we are going to read about the journey to Bethlehem, a crucial part of the Christmas story, Luke 2, 1 through 7. Excuse me. Mary and Joseph journeyed to Bethlehem is one of the most pivotal moments in the Christmas narrative. This journey sets the stage for the birth of Jesus and represents a journey of faith and obedience. Joseph, a carpenter from Nazareth, and his betrothed Mary lived when the Roman Empire exerted control over the land of Israel. A decree from Caesar Augustus required everyone to return to their ancestral homes for a census. For Joseph, that meant a journey to Bethlehem, the city of David, and he was of David's lineage. The journey from Nazareth to Bethlehem was complex. It was about 90 miles, much of it through challenging terrain. Mary at this point was heavily pregnant, which would have made the journey even more arduous. They had to travel through deserts, climb hilly terrains, and brave the elements. Despite the difficulties, Mary and Joseph's commitment to obey the decree and their unwavering faith in God's plan are lessons for us all. They were willing to face discomfort and uncertainty because they trusted God's purpose. The journey to Bethlehem is a testament to the humble beginnings of Jesus' life. Born in a stable without a room, in the end, Jesus' story begins with hardship and simplicity. The journey to Bethlehem sets the stage for the remarkable life that was to follow. The journey also has symbolic significance. Bethlehem in Hebrew means house of bread. It is fitting that Jesus, often called the bread of life, was born in a place with such a name. So Jesus was often called the bread of life, and he was born in the house of bread. So that's the connection there. In conclusion, the journey to Bethlehem is integral to the Christmas story. It demonstrates the faith and obedience of Mary and Joseph, sets the stage for a humble beginning, and carries a symbolic importance. As we celebrate Christmas, let's remember this journey and the lessons it holds for us all. So, even though the book, this Bible study, is about Christmas, for me, after reading that and understanding that God wants us to be faithful and obedient, I come to the conclusion that I'm going to do some prayer cards, and I'm going to keep my prayer cards in here, and then they'll be in this pocket, and we're going to use what I have left of the banners, and I'm probably most likely going to attach these. I have some piano paper, and it's really, really old, and I think I'm going to connect it, like glue it to the back, give it some stability. And I'll keep these on this side, and I'll write like a daily devotion or a prayer on here, put it in the envelope, which will be kept in here. So mainly, I think what I'm going to put in the cards are my concerns, my prayers, and then I'm going to give them to God and have faith and just be obedient and allow Him to have His purpose in my life. So that's where we're at today. The first thing I have to do, though, is get these a little more stable. The envelope is fine because it's an envelope. So let's get this glued first. And then I think I'll probably do an altered paper clip for the envelope, maybe, if it doesn't stay in this. So there we go, if it doesn't stay in here very well. But what I want to do, like I said, is get this a little more stable, and then I want to recut my divot there. It's just a little, well, I think I'll glue it first and then we'll clean it up. So let me get my piano paper and pray it holds up the way we want it to. It's kind of old and flimsy. I think we're getting rain, you guys. I'm going to take a break here in a minute and go see. They have the, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be, well, yeah, it'll work. And it'll just be, okay, and then for the cards, I don't know if it's going to work for the cards or not, because you can't write on those holes. So that's definitely not going to work unless it'll fit. Like so, I don't know. But then I'm wondering, yeah, I might not use this. I think I'm just going to use, I don't know, some coffee dyed paper maybe, or that parchment paper would be good. That parchment paper would be good, because I'm trying to keep that vintage look going, you know what I mean? And I don't know if I have enough for everything. I think I do. If I have any repeats, I can take them out. That's a repeat. That's not a repeat, and that's not a repeat. I think I might have enough room. I could go get a large one, and I probably will. But I'm going to go ahead and cut these out. And then I'll glue these down and then cut them out. And then every day that I pray, I don't know if I want to put I might just put Bible verses on the back of them, guys. And then that way I can use it every day. I can say the prayer, put it in the envelope with my little prayer request, you know, make it simple. Yeah, I think I will. It won't hold very many prayers though. Yeah, it's going to get too bulky. So I think I'll just glue these on, and then I'll just put a Bible verse, and I'll read the Bible verse, and then put it back in the envelope, and use the verse for like prayer prompts. You know, we don't always know exactly what to pray for or who to pray for, but I think that might help me. It won't help me a lot. So alright, so anyhow, that's what we're going to do. And I think since they're going in an envelope, I might be able to put a little, I wonder if I want to put a little something up there. No, I think I just want to do them this way. And glue them down, and then we'll cut them out later. And if I want to embellish them later, I can. And then I'll find some really nice prayer prompts to put on the back. And then guess what I'm going to do? You guessed it, I'm going to laminate them. And this way I can use them if I need to. I could use them every day, but you know, because like my mother-in-law, she does her Hail Marys and she does her Divine Mercies and that sort of thing, and that's not necessarily what I'm meaning here, but reasonably close. Like when my mom was going through her cancer treatments, I gave her a little Bible verse, and then I told her to pray, "What time I am afraid I will trust in thee." And she said it was very helpful for her to get through her radiation treatments. So that's kind of what I meant, like just very good Bible verses that I could pull out of my book, because I keep the book with me everywhere I go. This one's one I'm actually probably going to use a lot. And I know that God's been working in my life, and He's been doing wonderful things. He's blessing people around me. He's blessing me. God is good. Okay, no repeats, Rhonda. He is good, and He knows our hearts, He knows our thoughts and our minds even before we do. So that's a good thing. Was this not a repeat? No. Alright, so tomorrow, see, I need to turn it over, and I need to put my little Bible verses on there. I need to make sure where they're going. I can kind of see those, but I'll look them up here in a little bit. All right, so that's what I'll do. I'll do that tomorrow. This is an extra, and let's get does that pocket fit now? Let's see if our pocket will fit on there. I don't want to laminate the pocket though, so I'll just not do that. I will get a different sheet of paper, because I need that to be a little heavier. It's not heavy enough for what we're going to do. So I think I don't want to use a super good piece of paper, because we're not going to see it. It might be too thick. Yep, we'll get it there. We'll get there, guys, eventually. Well, that's not bad. Yeah, I don't want to use any of that. Let me see what I can pull out of my hat here. That's kind of stiff. Well, I'm finding all kinds of stuff, but not what I want, right? That is the problem. I don't want anything super thick. Yeah, I think that that's really thick. Let's go with, I don't want to use any of that. That's got a purpose. Well, we're going to go with the same thing. The same thing that it's made out of. A piece of copy paper. Then we'll put it on there. Oops. Almost messed that up. We'll put it on here. So, I was kind of bummed out, you guys. My sewing machine's not going to get here till the 23rd, and I really wanted it before. So, gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. There we go. And if it's not here on the 23rd, I can request a refund. I know it's because of that weird cloud strike interference, whatever that was. So here's my thought. If it doesn't make it here on time, I will request the refund, and then I'll apply it towards a different sewing machine I saw that's only about $50 more. And it has enough stitches that I will never run out of stitches, you guys. Ever, never, ever. But I have seen just a simple zigzag stitch makes all the difference in the world on a journal. Okay, I'm going to let that dry a bit more. Put that in my scrap pile. Hopefully this will work. See, this was, I'm not very good at cutting those out, so I thought, well, you know what I'll do is I'll just go to the edge and I'll clean it up. That's much better. Kinda. I gotta go. That didn't come out good right there. Well, I suppose I could fussy cut that, maybe. There we go. I can live with that. Right. Now then, we'll put this in here. And then once I laminate my prayer cards, or I'm going to call them my prayer prompts. I mean, I'll put integral, very important verses. The things I need to be praying about. Now, I don't want to go too far. This was the sheet. Put this in here. Yeah, we'll put that in there. It is storming. We are getting a nice summer shower. It's supposed to rain most of this week, and I hope it does. It'll help my little garden. Next year, I hope to do a better start on my garden. This year, I just had too much going on in my life for me to be effective as a gardener. So next year. And I have some stuff. I have some tomatoes, squash, onions. Did I say potatoes? Because I have potatoes. There we go. Look, that's going to work. And then again, like I said, once they go in here, then I can just pull them out, pull out a prompt, read it, and then pray on it. I think that's a good idea. All right. Thank you, Esther, for having me on the team. Thank you guys for coming along and being part of the process. And I hope to see you guys in future videos. If you wouldn't mind, hit the like button, give me a like and a subscribe, and have a great rest of your week.